Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following King Artos Stark, King of the North, Lord of Winterfell. And we find ourselves here in Winterfell as we take a look at an event that has just popped up, building blocks. A well-known architect from Cedar Peaks, Lord Renly, is visiting court. His passionate debate with my steward, Mistress Meliana, dominates the room. Yes, precisely, Renly claims. The runes there are rife with cut stone that could be easily transferred to the king's castle at Cedarhelm. Meliana rubs her chin thoughtfully. Still, it sounds like a lot of work, and the locals who use those materials won't like it. Renly rolls his eyes at her reasonable rebuttal, sneering, We can put it to much better use than the commoners ever could, you know that. Let's see here. Lose 50 gold. Cedar Peaks gains small stables. Yeah, I mean, that could be okay. Or we could take a critical stress hit. So I think we're going to pay the money. We should be back, we won't be in debt for very long here. And the small stables building, I think, will be pretty good. So there we go. Let us pop out of court there and take a look at the north here. Now, I do just want to say, if you are watching this episode on the day that it comes out, then Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to all of you. I hope you are having a wonderful time of the year. But yeah, we are, well, here in the north, we're not in a celebratory mood, even though we did just defeat the wildlings. A few years ago, we'd have a lot more work to do in that regard. As you can see, we are still a ways away from recapturing the wall, and so we've got our work cut out for us. And we do have I think 2 more years, or yeah, about 2 more years left on our truce with the wildlings. So that's 2 more years for us to prepare. So we're gonna get time rolling here. I hear commotion from my son Donner's chambers. Hastening inside, I see the wet nurse. Gwyn is playing with Donner. My liege, perfect timing. He just took his first step. A giant step for a child. A small step for a ruler. That's so funny. Ooh, we could increase his prowess, which we are definitely going to do. So there we go. Now he's at 6 prowess. He's already got a base of 4, and he's only 3 years old. He's, half as good as a grown man at this point. Bankrupt. My treasury is empty. My larder barren. Yeah, we've had this problem for a little while. Even the rats have been sold to pay for my expenses, yet I'm still unable to pay for all the debts I owe. How can I possibly get out of this? Scrutinize the ledgers for anything that can help. I will owe Lord Brandon a favor if he helps me out. Oh, we could go to the Manderleys. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Confiscate religious property? I'll tighten my belt and save what I can. I feel like, you know what? The Manderleys have helped us out, and I'm fine with them getting a weak hook on us. So I think that's what we're going to do. We get a little loan from our good friend House Manderley here. So and look at that. He likes us a little bit more too, because, it's like, oh, the king relies on us. Well, there we go. Now we're sitting pretty when it comes to the money. So we will save up, though, because that is, going to be pretty important. Oh, we have some hooks that are expiring. I really want to get the golden obligations perk so we can use those hooks. We've got how many hooks here? 17 hooks. All of those hooks are worth money if we can get that perk. We need a guardian for our daughter. What is she? She's martial education. Intrigue education might be a little bit more fitting there. Let's see. Can we get her somebody who is decent at intrigue? I mean, our mother is, so why not? There we go. All right, let's do with that. Anything else that we want to do here? Not too much. All right, so let's let time continue to roll. Now, I do want to address a few things. A couple comments came up in the last episode. Oh, what do we have here? Let's take a look at this first. I'm willing to release Valar and Nakabar. Man, Valar, I like you, but you're not worth 75 gold, I'm afraid, so decline. Yes, we had some people in the last episode saying how, Artos is, doesn't really seem very Stark-like. And that is true if you consider Ned Stark to be the pinnacle of what it means to be a Stark. But I don't necessarily think that's true, because one thing that we need to consider is that Ned Stark is kind of actually a little bit different than most Starks because Ned was raised in a large part in the Vale by Jon Arryn. And so, Ned grew up learning from one of the more honorable and upstanding members of the kingdom. But when you look back at the Starks, and I'm not saying that House Stark isn't, generally, considered to be very honorable and, maybe even righteous to some extent. But there have been a lot of Stark lords and kings who have like committed massacres. Like there was a massacre on the Three Sisters, and they've wiped out like various houses. The Grey Starks were wiped out. There have been a lot of evil Stark rulers, and honestly, if you go and you look at the wiki for House Stark, you will see that probably, I would say, even more than 50% of the historical Stark rulers were known for like massacres and atrocities and things like that. So they are not all Ned Starks. And so I think Ardos, even though he is pretty hard-hearted, I think that is actually completely fitting with, with the Starks. They're from the North. You have to be hard to be from the North. So I think that's just something to consider there. Let's see. What is our wife doing here? We can get a weak hook on Micah. Well, that is going to give us some money, so hopefully. And that is going to be perfect. Let's see. Okay, well, we knew that he was going to do this low levy contribution. I'm actually totally fine with that. It's going to lower our troop amount by a small bit, but yeah, I'm not really too worried about that. So it's also interesting, too, that Ardos Stark, in the lore, he was known as Ardos the Implacable, which kind of gives me the impression that he was like a pretty hard-hearted fellow in the lore as well, like the canon version of him. So, I don't know. I think that this is actually quite fitting for our Ardos. All right, we're going to get golden obligations because this is how we are going to get money. Yep, look at that. 12 payments here. We can get that one. We can get that one. This is going to take a moment here, but you know what? We're just going to go through all of this and get every last bit of money. This guy can't pay us the full amount, but that's fine. We'll get from you. Probably going to get a good 200 gold here, at least, probably more. Let's see. Okay, it takes a moment for it to catch up, so let's get that. And we will get another 4 more payments. Love to see it. Getting all the money here. Oh yeah, we're at 327. And finally, the last one there. So there we go. It was worth it to go into the stewardship tree just to get, payments for all of those hooks. And most of those people were not people that we could have used that for obligations and stuff, because we already did try to get our obligations changed for everybody that we could. So there we go. And we're at 367, which is perfect. That's going to get us well set up for our eventual second battle against the wildlings here. Looks like they are doing a little bit of expanding over there. Hidden ally. I'm in the middle of a nightly ritual in honor of our gods when there's a sudden noise behind me. A burglar, a visitor, an assassin. I see Mistress Malera dressed up in a cloak adorned by unmistakable mark. We're not worshiping the cold gods, just so you guys know. Like, we are a witch, but I think it's more because we're worshiping like the magic that of the old gods that we learned beyond the wall here. I don't think that we're actually a cold gods worshiper, but Mistress Malera of Wintertown learns our witch secret. Well, I mean, she's into that witchy stuff too, so that's fine with there. Let's see, how many more months do we have? Unicorns on Skagos. Nice. Okay, 1 more year here. According to both myth and maesters, on the island of Skagos, there lies a unique and puzzling beast now extinct from the mainland. It is a shaggy and powerful beast that has replaced the horse in this part of the world. On its head is a single long horn that is highly valued by traders across the known world. The Skagosi ride this beast into battle wherever conflict calls, and together the Skagosi and beast feast on the flesh of their slain foes. It's none other than a unicorn, a ferocious beast capable of holding its own against even the likes of dire wolves. This is why the Skagosi have domesticated them. Seems like a thrilling place I'd like to visit one day. I think I'll stick to my ordinary mainland. Or what a fascinating tale. I mean, I'd love to visit one day. Yeah, we're gonna go to. I mean, we are gonna visit it one day with an army, so we can take it back. Donner's first enrobing. My son is trying to put on my armor. The little scoundrel, we say. He's a prince of fashion now. We're not going to give him the prince of fashion nickname, but we are going to, say the little scoundrel. Or we don't have time for this. Yeah, I mean that probably makes more sense. We are diligent and arrogant. Sorry, Donner. We're not a nice dad. That's for sure. Like I said, we're no Ned Stark, but we are a Stark. And look at that, we didn't even need to pay for him. Lady Dion has done a poem in memoriam of a king. What man does not hope to rest when tired? No matter his wealth and treasure acquired, 'tis rare enough for men to admit that all they leave behind is shit. So far, I've kept my thoughts to myself. I don't know how to feel about this. Yeah, I don't know. The poem is lauded. Okay, well, we're not going to leave behind. We are going to leave behind a legacy of a true warrior here. Looks like Hornwood's facing a little bit of a rebellion, but that's fine. You can see that there is a new branch of House Mormont. They've got the Dreadfort or the House Bolton back coloring, but a white bear symbolizing House Mormont and Lord Graham's travels beyond the wall. Got some good suggestions on that, and I think that looks kind of cool, actually. So there we go. That's what we got. That's what we got going over there. What do we have here? An inspired person can be sponsored. A medal? He wants to forge a crown. Well, we already have a crown, so I'm not going to pay for another one there. Seems a little bit pointless. We are saving up a good amount of money, so we definitely won't be going into debt here when it is time to fight the wildlings once more. So, ooh, what is going on over here? Oh gosh. Wanton desires again. I hate the rakish trait. It's one of my least favorite because you always get lover's pox, and I don't like to get lover's pox. And honestly, yeah, like King Ardos, I don't know, he doesn't really seem like a brothel going guy. He's too arrogant for that. If we were like lustful or something, but I think he's just the kind of guy who's just going to take stress hits. We did have somebody. Oh, Lord Laren has died. Died after Quinte knocked him completely off his horse during a tournament. So he was in that tournament that we were skipping over there, which is unfortunate for Lord Laren here. But his brother, Lord Lionel, the Laughing Storm, takes over the Stormlord's company. So the Laughing Storm, I mean, this guy's a badass too. So Baratheons are still kicking around. Like, they aren't out of it yet. They've got 5 living members. They're going to need to have some kids, though. He's got a spouse. Oh, yeah, and his spouse is a Targaryen, so no kids, unfortunately. Does seem, though... Oh, and our friend Osmond died. What did he die of? Oh, yeah, he was killed in a tournament, too. Blackwood Vale. That's unfortunate. But it does look like the Blackfires have finally invaded the Targaryens here. Oh, yeah, and the Targaryen... Daeron is getting his butt kicked here. War on the Kingdom of the Crownlands. Yeah, so they're coming for King's Landing. It's interesting to note that Daeron did move his capital to Dragonstone, so he might be safe for a little while longer after this, because these are separate kingdoms here. The Kingdom of Dragonstone is separate there. So the Blackfires might be able to take the Crownlands, but the Targaryens won't be completely out of it yet. So, all right, well, finally the Storm King gets his act to get together and actually starts conquering like his trait demands. Who's this? House Flint has come to pay homage, and he brings money. Good. I accept your generous gifts. Yes, because we will need them. Let's hope this truce breaks down pretty soon here. 7 more months. Yep, a little bit more time. We could start building some buildings, and that is, kind of tempting. Winterfell already has some pretty good ones. We could, I guess, upgrade our horse pens. But there's the option of upgrading some buildings in here, and yeah, getting like a little bit of more money and stuff like that, potentially that way. But I would also really like to save up and, build Moat Cailin back up. Only need 850 for that. Or somebody mentioned that there might be a special building on Sea Dragon Point. Is that actually true? There is. The Ruins of the Warg King's Castle. Rebuilt from the ruins, the Warg King's Castle is once again a formidable fortress. That's actually kind of cool. Ooh, haunted ruins. Huh, what is it? Oh yeah, okay. And when you rebuild a fort level +4, hostile raid time, defender advantage. That's actually kind of a cool special building. Actually, what other special buildings are there in the north? Can we take a look at that when we go to development, right? Or economy? Let's see, economy and buildings. Yeah, there we go. So we've got, oh yeah, okay, the Great Barrow over here, of course, yeah, the moving castle, Moat Cailin, bunch of special buildings over here in White Harbor, most of which are already built except for the Winter Mint. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. Oh, is that built? It is built. All right. That's pretty cool. We've obviously got the building here in the Dreadfort, Carhold, the Grey Motte. Some ironwood forests here. Depleted. Okay. Interesting. All right, so there's a couple special buildings here. Would be pretty neat to rebuild Sea Dragon Point. I was looking at a place where we could potentially, build the Western fleet of the North, because the Eastern fleet of the North is based here in White Harbor. It would be nice to get a second harbor on the west so that, maybe eventually we could try to invade the Iron Islands. And so, it's an interesting idea to make Sea Dragon Point the western point for our fleet, because then we can also protect, we can go around the coasts here as well, and then we can sail down there. It's an interesting idea. Stark family on ice. Papa, cries Lennar. It's no good. I'm useless. I can't skate. The ice hates me. Go and play inside. You'll catch a cold. Why don't we have servants to pester? Focusing on rule for 10 years. Yep. Sorry, kids. We're not a good dad. Let's see here. Negotiate an alliance. All right, I will accept, just to keep our brother out of trouble here. We could promote our legend, but I don't want to be spending that much of our money on a legend. I mean, maybe once these wars are done, but for now, that's just too costly. Yeah, the Conquest of the North, though, I wouldn't mind doing that. Ooh, the Battle of Artisanal Way. Oh, he's spreading his own legend here. We might need to spread a legend just to compete with High King Gorns. Accusations of witchcraft. Proof that Gwyn has been practicing witchcraft. The evidence is circumstantial. Release her. She must burn for her crimes. Well, we're not going to do that because we are a witch. A witch, you could say. I could use a new advisor. Who is this woman? I wouldn't mind bringing her to our court, who knows what kind of things we could get up to in here. Sure. People aren't going to like this, but you know what? What are they going to do? We are... our might is unquestioned in the North, frankly. Like, there's not a lot of people who are going to be willing to stand up against Ardos at this point. He is probably the most famous man in Westeros. Oh, and our daughter has come out of her sickliness, which is good news. Oh no, and our mother has died. Taking another stress hit from that. Rest in peace, mother. All right, and our son's growing up. I still haven't fully decided whether we're going theology or stewardship. I'm leaning theology because I really want to reform the old god's faith. But Walton's in the middle of the room, embroidered. He's wearing my favorite cloak. It's just Off to the dungeon with him? No, I think we'll get the stress reduction here. Oh gosh, Oliver Frey, the former Frey envoy to the north, was slain in a duel. Why? Lord Devon of Stokeworth, slain by a 24-year-old King Daeron's marshal. Huh. Well, Oliver was. Oh, you know what? Oliver was the envoy of the Blackfires. Maybe he went to go and like demand King Daeron's surrender there. And as you can see, Lord Devon of Stokeworth is actually Daeron's marshal. So maybe just like Devon just slew him for his audacity. So that's unfortunate for Oliver there. But that's, you know what? Being a diplomat, being an envoy sometimes meant risking your life. Let's see. I don't have time for this. Lovely, but keep your tooth as a charm. Yeah, sure. Keep your tooth, kid. You could use it. Let's see. Neighboring ruler won war. Yeah, okay. We're gonna need to deal with this guy. Okay, and the truce is up. So we can do another invasion of the wildlings here. Seize de jure duchy. I do want to take this one first, the Frostfields, because that will allow us to get Coldenside back in as well. So it's kind of a 2-for-1 deal. Then I think we'll probably take the mountains, and then finally we'll go for Last Hearth here and get the Umbers back their land as well. But we got to do this one at a time. I don't really see any. Oh man, he's got 50k troops. How many troops do we got? 30k. I would imagine our troops are better. We do still have our alliances with Medjur here. I think that we can call on I think that we'll be able to win this war if we call on our allies here. So not gonna overthink this too much. We've got lots of money and we've got our allies still here. So I'm gonna just raise up all of our troops and we're going to call in both of our allies. We've got plenty of prestige, so we don't need to worry about any of that. Yeah, the 20,000 troops from the Trident and the 10,000 troops or 11,000 troops from the Runestone are going to be greatly used here. So there we go. I think we'll just keep our troops over in Winterfell for now until our allies join up with us, just in case he brings those 50k troops down here. Yeah, look. So he is. Can we... Oh, man, the question is, can we win a fight? If we hold out in Winterfell, can our 30k beat his 50k? Let's see. Unyielding defender. Enemy defensive advantage. Organizer. Reaver. Let's see. Which one's gonna be better here, honestly? We'll see. I'm gonna let them come. I think we're gonna try to hold Winterfell here. Okay, no, they're just gonna go and siege some of us. I'm actually okay with this. We'll let our allies march their armies up here. They should be... Where are they, actually? Where is your army? The Trident here? Oh, okay, they're coming... Where are you guys going? Yeah, that's the wrong way. You gotta go, we're north of you. Please, please go north. All right, let's just keep an eye on it. Our allies should be here soon enough. I'm not really, like I said, I'm not too worried about some little sieges happening over here. We just conquered these lands. You know, they're barely populated. Or they've barely been repopulated. So yeah, definitely not worried about that. And we're going to try to get ourselves into a battle where we can get the defensive advantage so that we aren't, facing our enemies at quite such a disadvantage as we were in the previous battle with the wildlings. So our wife is pregnant, which is good. All right, our allies are just about here. All right, we've got the 10,000 troops from House Royce here, the Runestone army. All right, our allies are getting pretty close. If we can potentially move in here and get the battle at Bramble Hall, that will we will get that defensive advantage. So we're just going to move a little bit closer here. Looks like the main bulk of the... Oh yeah, okay, looks like the Riverlander armies are here. So we're going to head in And we're going to engage ourselves into this battle here, and we're going to hope for the best. I think we should be able to pull off the victory here. We've got equal numbers of troops, but we have the defensive advantage, and there we go. And we just got our allies here. Actually, we outnumber them as well. Plus the 44 captains. Yeah, our advantage is higher. Overall, looks like we should be able to pull off a victory here. Oh yeah, wow, we crushed them. This was actually way... I thought this was going to be a way more even battle than it was. They didn't even stand a chance there. Damn. Absolutely mogged the wildlings there. Let's take a look at that battle there. Yeah, we lost. They lost. It was 10-1 in terms of the losses there. I think we did lose a couple captains though. Magmat clove Griff in half. Lord Daemon got his head ripped off though. Oh, of House Viperin. I kind of like House Viperin for whatever reason. Galbar was slain as well, but yeah, we absolutely dominated the wildlings there. We're gonna go and siege back our castle, and then we'll go and get our sieges rolling on these lands over here. The siege should not take too long at all, I would imagine here. We'll speed time back up, so our allies are getting a siege done over here as well, which is good. Let us... You know, we should probably go and join them over here. Can we... Okay, let's get all of our troops lined up here and get the sieges going. I was a little worried that they were going to come in and attack the Runestone army. It's probably what they were planning, but I think we've gotten things turned around here. Let's get this one siege done, and then I think I'm going to go and hit their army one more time. Yeah, I think we'll hit their army one more time. I'm not really too worried about the battles, though. I mean, we could probably increase our war score. Yeah, we're only at 25. So one more good battle could give us what we need there. So let's move in here. Yeah, our allies are going to come in. We're going to crush them one more time here. I love that Medger here. He's actually kind of a badass, honestly. King Medger. He's 58 years old, but he is a strong warrior. Well, he was a strong warrior. The Lannisters. The Lannisters just took over the Trident. I did not realize it, but our wife's sister died of an illness. When was that? 233. Oh, wow. This was actually a few years ago. Oh, she died of the pox. So now the Lannisters, oh, and her eldest son was slain in battle. Wow, that's crazy. 236. Yeah, that's crazy, actually. Okay, so the Lannisters rule the Trident now. Well, I mean, our own wife has a claim to the Trident, and she is a Tully. One of the last living Tullys. We might have to do something about this. But currently the Riverlander army is still joining us. But yeah, who is he slain by? Slain by Lady Val of Lonely Hills. Is she a good fighter even? Wow, she actually is. That's crazy. Okay, well, I mean, damn, we lost, and he was our friend too. That's unfortunate. I mean, we just crushed their army here. Lord Royce captured Garrus. All right, that's good. But man, oh, and did we slay the brother of the High King here? Yeah, he died. Well, we didn't personally, but he was slain by Master Brandon here, one of our vassals and captains. Nice. Well, you know what? We may have lost our friend and our father-in-law, but High King Gorn lost a brother. I want to face this guy in a duel. Like, I want to go up against him personally here, but we'll see if we get an opportunity to do that. All right, let's go and get these sieges done. We are at maximum battle war score, so we just need to get sieges done at this point. So that's what we're going to do. Let's take a look at the details of that battle there in which we lost our friend. Our Captain Duncan Marsh wounded Lord Brog. Nice, all right. So Duncan's getting some kills in there. Lord Kurth of Wayfarer's Rest slew Lord Jaruman of Frostguard. Brandon killed King Oro. That's pretty awesome there. Oh, look, our brother was captured. Oh, no. I hope they don't execute him. Moving on. King Medra was captured by Captain Bale after the... Or captured Captain Bale after the duel, but then he was... And then he slew Barrack Quag. Damn, Medra is a badass. Oh, and the High Queen was slain. Oh, man, so we not only killed his brother, but we killed one of his wives as well. He's gonna hate us, which is good. I hope that he hates us. What do we have here? Lord Aaron's grand wedding? No, I don't think we really care about that. We're in the middle of a war. All right, some sieges going. Are they gonna try to come and attack us? They might. We should be able to... Okay, they are. So I'm going to leave off just enough to go in here. Let's see if our allies are going to all join up here. Looks like they will. So I think that we should be able to pull off a victory here. Yeah, all right. Let's see. We had 2 daughters, Katrina and Liesa. No traits, but yeah, twin daughters. Wow, we've had a lot of girls. All right, looks like we should be able to pull off a victory in this battle here. We've got somebody coming to pay homage. Perfect. We'll use that 20 gold. Yeah, I mean, they've got the advantage in this battle, but we've got the numbers advantage, so you know what? I think that's totally fine. This was probably not the smartest battle to face them in, but you know, whatever. We're gonna get the win here. This guy wants to meet us in single combat. No, I don't really think that we can afford the prestige. I don't think we're not gonna fight a battle with some guy who's, you know, worthless to us. Don't really see any point. All right, so this was probably not the smartest battle to engage in, but I'd rather send their armies running than to let them kind of like pick us off while we're all like spread out. So let's go in here. There we go. Let's get everything back together. We did get that that siege done. So let's see, where's the next one that we got a siege down here? There's another castle way up there. All right, so we gotta go up here and get a siege done. So that should be fine. Oh man, I'd love it if you were... Oh, okay, he's with this small army here. It feels too... Oh, actually, you know what? They're all retreating, and they've got just 4,000 troops here. Can we split off just enough to do the siege and maybe hit his 4,000 troops here and try to capture the king? Oh, no, they're gonna... He's fleeing. All right, never mind. It would have been nice if we could have potentially caught the army there, but... Oh, well. Let's get the siege done. That's the more important thing anyways, is making sure we're getting some sieges done here. Oh gosh, those 700 troops just must have a death wish, because they just got themselves annihilated. Wars are expensive. Raise additional taxes? I don't know if we need to do this. 84% chance that we get... Oh, you know what? We could try that though. Oh yeah, there we go. I improved the efficiency. Oh, and that gave us that was a huge bonus. And we could do war profiteer as well. Monthly income while at war. Or vassal tax contribution could be good as well. This might be... I mean, just a vassal tax contribution of 10% it surely is better than monthly income while at war, right? Let's take a look and just do a rough calculation. I'm actually not that great at math. So our vassal taxes are 12.9. So 10% of that would be 1.2. Whereas our total monthly income is, what, 17? So 10% of that would be 1.7. I think that we're better off just going for Harrogeld and just getting the flat 10%, because that's going to last us after the war is done as well. So there we go. We're not even losing money while we're in this war anymore. So that's pretty good. All right, our allies are getting some sieges done, and I don't really want them to stop, even though this isn't part of the war target. So I think what we'll do is help them out with the siege over here, and then we'll slowly move our armies over. You look tired. All right, I'll take the stress loss here. Oh man, I don't want to. I really don't want them to get these sieges back done though. We should, maybe we should just go and attack them. Yeah, I think we should. Stop them from breaking the sieges. I know this isn't probably the smartest move, but if our allies come in, oh, and we're going, we're going into battle against a one-armed. He's actually still good though. Jeez. I'll show you how I have to sword. Indeed. Fool, take this, we say. Strike, parry, or post. It's a good one. And fastest blade in the north, and we take him down. Single combat. We are victorious. We do have the defender advantage here, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's go with this. Knife to hand. Taste silver swine. We throw money at him? No, I don't think we're going to do that. We'll go for here. Is this guy good? No, he's not that good. A strike, parry, riposte, and then we will think that we will probably go for this one here, and there we go. And we took him down. Careens into the dirt. We are victorious. All right, we're probably going to get into a couple more fights here. One with Lord Alfin of Trenchstone. This guy's actually pretty good. Strike, parry, riposte. Strike, parry, riposte. Let's show you how I heft a sword. And fool, take this. All right, and we took this guy down as well. There we go. Quite a few battles, but it's going to happen. Oh, Val was slain. Let's put Cregan in charge of this army up here while it's going. Yeah, High King Gorn. He clutches his blooded blade. Yeah, let's take the... All right, this was what I was hoping for. All right, we're going up against the High King himself. I'll show you how I have to sword, and we are the fastest blade in the north, and we killed him. I whirl my blade with a deadly flourish, weaving a song of pain across my opponent with every blow. There is an art to true combat, and I am nothing if not artistic. Only when Gorn has been beaten into a near stupor do I deliver the final blow, disarming him with one smoothly powerful cleave that sends the man's sword flying. I prepare myself mentally and physically to run him through. And we do. High King Gorn, the king beyond the wall, slain by Ardos Stark. We are victorious. I'm going to pause this here. And you know what is amazing about this? Our father and our brother were slain in this, pretty much this exact spot. And this is literally where I imagined it happening, because it was the Battle of Long Lake, which was where High King Gorn's father, the High King Raymond, the king beyond the wall, killed our father, King Baron, and our brother, or I guess Lord Baron, and our brother there. This is the exact spot, and this is the second, or the recurring battle at Long Lake here with the wildlings, and now we are the one who get the revenge, and this is true vengeance. We have avenged our family. We avenged our father. We avenged our brother. That is amazing. Let this battle. Oh yeah, there we go. Right to the end here. Wow. What an epic way to end things off here. And now they've got High King Howd here. Is he going to be able to hold the kingdom beyond the wall together? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he will. The king's got a brother, High Chieftain Bork, who maybe could try to take over. But I wouldn't be surprised if this causes the wildlings to break up here at this point. Because this was a massive victory, and yeah, what an epic win. What a way to finish it off. Dual opponent slain. Yeah, the Battle of Long Streams. The Battle of Vengeance for House Stark. You slew High King Gorn II after a duel. And Lady Val was slain. She was the one who killed I'm pretty sure this is the same one who killed Medjur, right? Let's just take a look. Yeah, she was slain as well. She was slain by Cregan Snow. Yes. Getting revenge for our friend King Medjur here. That was badass. Oh, and what? She killed Lord Rickon the Mad Bear too? crazy. What an epic way to end things off here for this episode. If you enjoyed this as much as I did, Wanderers, please leave a like on the video, leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing holiday season. I will see you in the next one.